We're here at Harrows. Harrows have kindly invited us over here. We're going to do some content. We're going to look at how darts are made. We're going to have a look at the office, meet the team, all in sights. How many years have you been here?
47.
47 years.
Yep, I'm Andrew. I work as head of design at Harrows Darts.
Here, exclusively at Dartshopper. But you've obviously got some new stuff you're working on.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting year, that's for sure.
Welcome to Harrows Darts, a company established in 1973, available in over 130 countries around the world, and a family-based company too. Let's see what they've got to offer. Okay, so we're in the picking area, as you can see. This is a sweetie shop for me. Literally, there are darts left, right, centre. We have another line even over here. Follow me. What have we got? Itchy fingers now. This is quite good. NX90s. Do love an NX90. Starting to get a little bit more serious now. Damon Heta. Let's go to another one. The heaviest darts. I'm on the hunt. Here we go. Look at those bad boys. Where's the Opus? This way? Go find the Opus. My favourite dart. The Dimplex in the bomb shape. Oh no, it's a soft tip. We don't want soft tip. Here we go. Cheeky bit of chizzy. Everyone loves a bit of chizzy. They're all labelled. Smalls, mediums, large, extra large. Slightly more indulgent sizes, shall we say. That's the Opus. That's their premium dart. You look on the back there, lots of machine work on there. Hold on. I'm here with Chris. Chris is the oldest serving employee at Harrows. 100 years, Chris, is that right?
Close enough. It feels like it sometimes.
How many years have you been here?
47.
So what have you done in that time?
I started off as a trainee silkscreen printer. I then got involved in sewing. All our wallets used to be stitched by hand.
Oh, lovely.
I then decided, after 47 years, to take a retirement, picking orders, etc.
So you retired, but you couldn't break away?
I couldn't get away from the company, no. They treated me so well over the last 47 years.
Do you have a favourite product?
The wallets I used to sew, they are my favourite product.
So how many flights are made here a day, roughly?
Roughly about 35,000 sets a day.
35,000 sets?
Yeah.
Wow, okay. Loads straight in. So do you have to feed this through each individual stage?
No,
or,
we do a join here. Do a join and then run it through.
And it runs through?
Yeah.
Brilliant. How long would it take?
20 minutes.
20 minutes every single roll?
Every
or
roll.
Does it depend on complexity?
We can run it a lot faster. These machines do run a hell of a lot faster. We prefer to run it about 20 minutes, then that way we keep a good eye on it and make sure everything stays perfect.
We don't want thousands all done wrong, right?
Exactly. So we if it is a single colour job, like a black single colour job, we can speed it right up. We get a job done in like 5 minutes, something like that. So we usually run it about there. So that way we can keep an eye on it. We can see what's moving, what's not. But reality is we can run it like that.
And that's how fast you can run it?
We can run it even faster if we wanted to.
So we've got a roll, we've got information.
Yeah.
We're going somewhere else now.
We're going somewhere else.
Where are we going? What's it called?
We're going to the forming room.
There we go. So where are we now?
We're in the forming room now.
We're in the forming room, which we can't technically show you.
No.
All of this is blurred through the magic.
Through the magic of blurring, this is all blurred.
Now the reason we can't show you this is because there's some like special sauce added to this. We don't want to give away too many secrets, but these are the rolls that we've got obviously here. They arrive here, and then what happens?
So they arrive here, once they've been printed, as you guys have just already seen, they then go on to the forming machine. They're sliced on, very similar to how I showed you on the print machine. Can't describe how they go through that part of the machine, but they're fed through the machine, and they're fed all the way through the machine, and they go through certain things, again, I can't describe that. That's cut. If you want, I can start, it's gonna be very loud.
Open up.
Open it up, that's it.
There we go.
And that's what we do. When we actually do run these, we do our checks. Everything has to be checked here. We like to leave it for half hour before we do a sealing check. So if you pull from the center, like that.
Yeah, they're not coming apart.
No. So this is where they come to.
Does it counted manually or you just?
No, it's counted manually. Well, it's
by weight.
Yes, done by weight, but we count because we count them singly and counts
Okay.
How many sets are in thing. And once you get to 500, we always do a little bit over. It's usually about 502 into a bag.
Sure.
And then once that's done, we put it into one of our bags, and everything then is kept. Oh, you can't show that.
Put you on the spot. What's your favourite flight?
Favourite flight? Oh wow. Probably Retina.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Which colour?
Which colour? I like orange and black.
Orange and black?
Orange and black. Yeah.
I think mine is the black silica.
That's a nice flight. Oh, lovely. There you go.
It will fit in my back pocket.
Yeah.
The black silica.
No one else does it. And I understand why no one else does it. It's it can be hard, but it's worth doing.
We're now in the barrel section.
Yes.
Talk us through, where do we start? Tell me what you do. You'll get a design that comes through. You have to calibrate within the machine to say this is what we want it to do. Once it's on the machine and everything and it's run, it's not just, okay, I press the button, it goes. You'll have to finally sort of tinker and make sure those last bits are right.
Only at the beginning, once the production run, once we're ready to go, all the tweaking done at the very beginning.
Right. All the cuts make that much weight. We've then weighed it. It's not quite there. We need to drill out a tiny bit more there to make it what we need it to be. Then you're ready to do a run.
Yes, sir. Once they're done on there, they go through the cleaning system to get ultrasonically cleaned.
Ultrasonically cleaned.
Yes. What it does, it vibrates oils off the surfaces.
Looks like a McDonald's frying.
Yeah, people come in here for some chips.
Now, one part of the dart making process that we haven't really been able to show much is the coatings. Not because it's some kind of trade secret, but simply because it's a really messy process. You've got all these different colours, finishes, and metallic elements. For example, those little bits of gold that you sometimes see on the barrel, all of that comes after the milling is complete. Once the dart has been shaped, those coatings are applied, and then the points go in. Now, in theory, there's almost no limit to what you can do with darts designs, but when it comes to mass production, that's where reality steps in. Some designs might be technically possible, but not commercially viable, either because they take too long to produce, or because the cost just doesn't make sense. Every minute the machines are running adds to the cost, and that's ultimately reflected in the final price of the dart. That's why premium sets like the Opus or the new Geo series sit at the higher price point. They're the result of incredibly detailed and time-consuming production. Another interesting aspect is the weight of the dart. Changing the weight isn't as simple as just adding or removing material. It affects the whole design. For example, if a player says, I love this 25-gram dart, but could you make it 23 grams? The engineers then need to look at where they can remove the weight. That usually means drilling deeper into the barrel or adjusting internal dimensions. But there's a limit to how much you can do before the integrity or balance of the dart changes.
Made me a set of 36, but they're quite a bit chunkier, so enough.
But once you go much beyond 32 grams, the barrel just becomes too thick, and that starts to affect both feel and performance. And finally, while we were there, also got to look at Harrow's new quick point system, the innovation they launched this October. This new system makes it easier than ever to change your points, letting players experiment quickly without any hassle. You can check out our full video on the Harrow's October launch to see all the new quick point darts in action.
So Dave, you've shown us everything. Most important question, what's your favourite dart?
Either the Opus or the Taipan.
The Taipan, okay, or the Opus. Now I've thrown both of those. The Taipan's got kind of a sort of like a bamboo-y kind of texture almost to it.
Yes. Especially on the Taipan, there's a lot of milling work on there
Yeah.
and a lot of calculations to do on it.
Anyway, thank you ever so much, Dave. Appreciate it. No problem.
The first part is point guarding them all
From Dave.
from Dave.
We've just been down to Dave, so
Yep, so they all get point guarded.
so point guarding is then just the process of literally
Yeah,
we've
putting
got
them in
3
there.
darts that go in there, so that's how they obviously
Yep.
come to us.
She's got on the screen there, we have a visual aid so that we know what they look like, especially obviously if there's new darts.
So it's not a case of going, right, you do the points, you do the stems,
No.
you do the flights.
No, that person does that whole job from
Okay.
start to finish.
So I review darts and then I put them back in there for other people to have a look at and do their own reviews as well. I can do about 10 in about an hour. So I don't think that I get a job here, to be honest.
They're a good team. They're a good team.
I'm looking at them and just going bang, bang, bang. I was like, I can't
Yeah.
do that.
Once you get used to it, it's fine.
So that the soft tips go in the smaller end?
Yeah,
I
because
didn't know
otherwise they
that.
don't
So
stay
that is
on.
actually a really good bit of information. So I often see these, you've got a small hole this side, slightly larger this side. So that's where your soft tip goes, that's where your steel tip goes. I didn't know that.
Shafts into the little bags
Okay.
and then they get packed into 10s in there like that. So she's currently doing a loading job, so she's putting the flights into the plastic, which will then go through the e-link up there.
So we're going to have a little look at the lasering process now. So we get the laser engraving on the barrels. The last one looks like it's up at the end.
Is it? I got one there. Oh yeah, it is. Good spot. I would have done that one wrong.
Quality control from Mark.
Wow, that's quick.
Yeah, that one is quick. And then we normally just take them out, check that it's...
And that is literally just produced
Yep.
the Harrows H. So how long have you been working here?
About 15 years.
15 years. Very loyal and dedicated, as I've found from many people here, so quite a family feel. Favourite dart?
Oh, the ease of packaging, probably an assassin, because
Oh,
they're
an
nice and
assassin?
simple to do, yeah.
Right, it's okay.
Yeah.
So your favourite is based on just the simplicity of the job?
Yeah, I like a bit of simplicity. Yeah, great so.
Andrew, tell us, how would you go about starting a new design? What happens? What's our process?
So really, we kind of start by kind of taking inspiration from kind of all over the place. So we'll kind of have a look at kind of what's already on the market, as well as kind of looking at other industries for kind of inspiration as well. And then we'll kind of really start kind of putting some concepts together and throwing those around, really testing them out downstairs and getting Dave, our CNCer, to kind of machine them. We'll bring them up here, we'll throw them at the board, we'll see what we think.
So Andrew, tell me about some of the darts that you've designed.
Some of the players' darts I've kind of had an heavy influence in, really. Is kind of, so like I say, speaking to them and kind of really getting their ideas about what they want.
How does that come to you then? Do they go like, look, I like my dart, but I want a little bit more grip, or what?
Exactly that really. So some of them kind of aren't as precious about their grip. Some of them want a complete new change. You know, Ryan Sell, for instance, is quite open to what he tries. Obviously, he likes a very heavy dart, likes a 32-gram dart. Yeah. So, but he's quite open to trying new things as well. They're all quite open to trying new things, really. I think Jamin Heta, again, he likes his kind of profile of his dart that he's already got. So it's kind of playing with that profile. You've kind of got to take into consideration people that are going to be buying the darts as well. Yeah. Although ultimately, you know, if you're buying a player's dart, you're kind of buying into the player, I think, a little bit more.
So what are some of the things you enjoy the most in your role?
Well, the thing I enjoy the most is kind of when we come around to doing the animation and the videos and stuff. So I quite enjoy doing the video animation things.
Let's have a look at a couple of the darts that you've designed yourself and talk me through,
you know,
inspirations.
Well, these are kind of ones that are already designed, but we've kind of reinvigorated, really. Was the anniversary range. Working on the video and working on the history of Harrows and kind of how long we've obviously been in the game since kind of 1973. The whole story behind it was a really nice kind of project to work on. So.
Very good. Like we said, the Ryan Sells we've got here.
Yeah, so Ryan Sell.
With his Gen 1, wasn't it?
This was, yes. So we still obviously sell his Generation 1 and kind of heavily inspired by the player when he first joined us, but this whole kind of reimagining of his kind of theme, doing new skull graphics and kind of new fonts for his heavy metal, and then campaign behind that to bring him to Harrows. Yeah, it was a really nice project.
Okie dokie. So we've got the Gen 1 here. We're now going to go and try and find the Gen 2s.
Yeah.
But we're in the picking area here. You spend much time down here?
We do. We come down here quite a lot to kind of check old packs and things, and kind of reprints as well. So we'll kind of reinvigorate some of the older darts maybe and do new packaging for them. So yeah, so this was obviously the Ryan Searle 2. Like we said, he quite enjoyed using the NX90s, so we kind of changed it and kind of put a bit of that grip on there, as well as using his kind of his colours that he likes so much, his black and red, and keeping that heavy metal theme. So doing different versions, you know, we might have 4 versions of one dart that we'll send to a player, and then they'll kind of test them out and go, right, I really like this, but can we change it here or there, you know, and we'll kind of make those small changes and then kind of get that ready, obviously, for the final thing.
Let's talk about one of my favourite darts, the Dimplex. So we have here, I love them.
Yeah.
I can't put these down.
That's good to hear. I'm glad to hear it. So the whole process behind that, you know, was kind of coming up with initial scamps and things, and kind of trying to bring out a grip that was really different and really gonna, you know, you're gonna feel that grip, you know. So there's no point on that dart that you touch that you don't feel like.
No, absolutely.
You can't hold on to it. So yeah.
When I spoke to you guys and you showed me that, I was like,
Yeah.
You have to send me that.
Yeah. No,
As soon as I got it, I loved it.
Yeah, they're nice darts.
So Andrew, how do you decide what to do next?
Well, we're always thinking about new ideas and new products. Always trying to really kind of push the boundaries of what we can do, really, especially with CNC. And so our next step after we've done a launch, you know, we don't really stop. We carry on designing new ideas, coming up with new concepts, coming up with new products. We're always trying to listen to customers as well. So we're kind of looking at reviews, we're looking at people in social media channels and stuff. And like I said to you before, you know, we're trying to do something a little bit different this year, you know, so we'll be coming out with some new interesting designs that maybe you haven't seen from Harrows before. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Thanks very much, Harrows, for having us. We've had an absolute blast. We hope you've enjoyed the insight, and we're going to show you loads and loads of shorts in the coming weeks.